Now, after the new administration took charge in the United Kingdom, what is interesting is that the British Trade Policy Minister will now be heading to Taiwan this week. And this, of course, is for talks to try and boost trade between the United Kingdom and Taiwan. Now, the visit is, of course, extremely significant as this will be a high-level engagement between a major Western nation and Taiwan, a territory that China considers is a renegade province of its own. And during this high-profile visit, the British Trade Minister Greg Hans will be heading and meeting with Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen and will co-host the 25th annual UK-Taiwan trade talks. Now, the minister's office has said that the in-person visit to Taiwan is a clear signal to the United Kingdom's commitment to boosting trade ties with Taiwan. Now, the statement also emphasized that, like the United Kingdom, Taiwan is a champion of free and fair trade underpinned by a rules-based global trading system. During his two-day visit, the minister will also be meeting with Taiwan's top trade negotiator, John Deng, and the economy minister, Wang Mihua. The visit comes just months after the Chinese war games near Taiwan, following the U.S. House Speaker's Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taipei. All right, now to give us more perspective in terms of how to look at this interesting and crucial visit by the British minister to Taiwan, we're being joined in by our correspondent, Alex Isart, who's joining us live from London. Alex, this is an interesting visit and it comes at a very interesting point of time because in the aftermath of Brexit, China had emerged as a very crucial trade partner for the United Kingdom. And now we see the Trade Minister of the United Kingdom heading to Taiwan, which will most definitely anger Beijing. Try help deconstruct, what is happening behind this diplomatic outreach.
You're right there. Well, we saw when Nancy Pelosi visited that China were so angered that they sent missiles across Taiwan. So we're hoping that it doesn't end in that, but China has already sent out a warning to the UK government that it should be respecting the one China policy. Now that means that there is only one China and Taiwan is part of China, so they shouldn't be going to have any diplomatic visits in a place that isn't China. So that's what's happening today. The fact that China has put out this warning to the UK government. We do understand that Greg Hans is already over there and he will be, as you said, hosting that 25th annual summit, trying to boost those ties. It's really important. Greg Hans has been the trade minister in Boris Johnson and Theresa May's government as well. He then did step in slightly when Liz Truss fired her old trade minister, but he then was business and energy minister. And he's been trying to push that the UK has this expertise in hydrogen and wind farms, and he wants to go over and try and boost that as well. It's a very crucial time for all trade convoys because obviously, as you mentioned there, Brexit has happened. We're still trying to figure out who is our trade friend and who is our trade enemy. Now, what is also quite interesting about this whole visit is the China policy that Rishi Sunak, our Prime Minister, had put in place, and he was talking about when he was in his leadership contest with Liz Truss. He was very adamant that China was a huge threat, and he said that he was going to stop the institutes within the UK and he was going to stop the ability for some of the Chinese considerates to buy lots of technology and all of the hacking. Now, since he has become Prime Minister, he's not been as strongly vocal, but he has still said that there is a threat there. So it shows that being in Taiwan, that he still does believe his China policy.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Alex Isart, for joining us and getting us all those insights in terms of this very complex diplomatic outreach that the United Kingdom is, of course, attempting in the aftermath of Brexit and also in the aftermath of so many things that have happened. And it'll be very interesting to see as to how things, of course, unfold from here. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.